Hey everybody, welcome to The Bottom Line. I'm Michael Nolan. Tonight we're going to be talking about Kiss. Yes, again, Paul Stanley not too long ago in an interview had stated that Kiss was so much bigger than any of its individual members that the band Kiss belonged to the world. That's one of the reasons why he and Gene decided to tour Kiss in perpetuity as avatars. But you know what? It's this decision and other decisions and stances that Kiss has made over the decades that, in my opinion, only makes them the world's most dangerous rock band. All right, so what am I talking about when I say that Kiss has become the world's most dangerous band? They didn't start off that way, that's for sure. They looked scary, but dangerous? No, they were from theatrical rock, and I love good theatrical rock. I'm a major Alice Cooper fan. As a matter of fact, Royce is going to be covering on his stream this upcoming Sunday the Alice Cooper Road album. All right, I'm going to try and be there. If you get a chance, join me over there on Sunday at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, folks. But anyway, Kiss came out of that genre, more or less, right? And I always saw them as the world's luckiest garage band. I mean, we didn't get the best guitarist on planet Earth with them, nor did we get the greatest vocalist or the greatest bassist, although Gene Simmons is a fine bassist. I've always thought that. But what we got was a cohesive garage band that could be tight, and they did it in a theatrical way. I loved the approach. I was a little too old to be hooked into the Kiss Army, but I owned a couple of their albums. Now, I'm also going to be putting out a poll on which Kiss is the real Kiss in my community tab, so after you see this video, go on over there and vote. Because in my opinion, folks, and this is just my opinion, Kiss ceased being Kiss the moment Peter Criss was kicked out first, and then later with Ace not on the scene, that cemented the whole deal. Now, they tried to reinvent themselves. I mean, even taking off the face paint, putting it back on, adding this guy because so-and-so died, and during that whole process, Kiss, whether you like them or not, became the world's most successful traveling oldies show. Now, they were so successful that in 2008, they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, not them exactly. You see, it was Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Peter Criss, and Ace Frehley that was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. One of the few wise decisions I think that joke of an organization has ever made. But you see, that wasn't good enough for Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. You see, they had made up their minds long before being inducted that Kiss was whatever in the hell the two of them said Kiss was. So they weren't happy that the other two current members weren't inducted along with Ace and Peter. Of course, it was after that then Paul Stanley, after the fact, came out and blasted Jan Wenner. Now, you guys know what I think about Jan Wenner, and anybody wants to take a pop shot at him, verbally, of course, is more than welcome to do so. I have myself on this channel many times. And what was the complaint? Well, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame wanted them to perform with Ace and Peter. Now, that didn't sit well with Gene and Paul. Gene had to take snipes at Rolling Stone magazine. Remember, Jan Wenner is not only connected to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but he was the former editor and really the creator of Rolling Stone magazine. And Gene started blasting how Rolling Stone gave Led Zeppelin a really bad review. And of course they did, and of course they were guilty, and that's the oldest complaint on planet Earth, Gene. Snipe, snipe, snipe. So their connection to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is dubious at best. Let's get on to another thing that makes them dangerous. How about, you guys know what I think about this, the use of backing tracks, all right? Paul Stanley's been busted left and right over this, and they still haven't come clean. But why would they? Any band that has the audacity to tour as avatars ain't gonna be shy about using backing tracks, are they? Oh, and another thing. From appearances, Paul Stanley isn't even playing his own damned guitar parts anymore. But don't worry, Paul, your avatar won't be either. How about another reason? Bands who tour all the time but never offer us anything of any real value as far as new music. And you guys know what I think about the prices of current concerts these days. Kiss is right up there with the best of them, commanding the greatest prices you've ever seen. Want another reason? How about lying directly to your fans? And they've done this in many ways, denying they use backing tracks, but also saying they got a hold of Ace Frehley and Peter Criss so that they could join them for their final shows was a lie. Ace Frehley said neither him or Peter Criss was ever contacted, and of course we now know the reason for that, because if they had been involved, what avatars would we be seeing in the future? Want another nail in the coffin, Bat Boy? How about using AI? We've discussed this. I think that is a death knell for live music. It cannot be tolerated. We need legislation to knock that shit right out of the park. But you know, that's what you get. It's always been about Bat Breath and Starscum's opinion. Nobody else in the band should have any input. All of these things in combination makes this band a walking, talking, without even existing automatron bent on the destruction of live rock and roll. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. That helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that spreads the word, so to speak. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel as of yet, maybe you've just been hanging on the fringes, we could use the support, and it's easy to do. All you have to do is hit that subscribe to the tribe button, tap that top bell icon, and you'll be notified of all of my future videos. All right, folks, I'm Michael Nolan. This is The Bottom Line. And together, folks, especially in the comments, we are the tribe.